Hi guys, I want to do a quick little video for you to see how I make veggie soup, because it's a really good thing to make with stuff that you have in your kitchen or in your refrigerator. I'm starting out by making a mirepoix, so I put some olive oil in the pan, and then I added onion, carrot, and celery equal parts, and I'm sauteing those well. I get ready some ginger, fresh ginger, yummy, and some raw garlic. I love a lot of garlic. 2 or 3 cloves in there. So then I'm gonna go ahead and cut up a whole bunch of veggies, everything that I have in the kitchen. I have some zucchini. I have a sweet potato, some cauliflower, and some broccoli. So I'll cut those up and saute them in the mirepoix as well, so that I have a good amount of veggies in there. I did cook some beans yesterday, so I have some beans to add. I don't like to make it too heavy with beans, so I'll probably just put a good scoop, and then we have some beans to eat for other things like putting them in burritos and stuff like that. Remember, you want to buy organic raw veggies. Please get organic veggies. They're much better for your body. They aren't grown with herbicides and pesticides, which are poisons for you. So you want to make sure and get organic if you can. And I'm going to start with the sweet potato because it's a little bit of a harder root vegetable. So I want to put it in when I'm cooking the beginning of the mirepoix. And then I'll get all my other veggies cut up and put them in there, all pretty much the same size. I did not take the skin off of these yams or sweet potatoes because all the fiber that you can get in your diet is good for your digestion. So we need a lot of fiber. So just go ahead and leave it on there. Just wash it really well, and it's going to add a lot of nutrition and probably some flavor to your soup. I don't use meat in this soup. I use a organic vegetable bouillon broth, you'll see later, but if you do want a kind of a meat flavor, you can use a plant-based meat such as field roast, or Beyond Sausage has some different things that are nice, like a fennel sausage, that kind of thing, and it adds delicious flavor to your veggie soup. A lot of times I like to save my cauliflower to make cauliflower rice. But if I'm making a veggie soup, I like to put some of that in there too. And the broccoli and cauliflower I like to cut up so it's just little bite-sized flowerets, just because it looks pretty in there instead of being all sliced up. But this is a great way to get your family to eat lots of veggies. Super easy, and a lot of veggies put in there. Sometimes I will make a pan of roasted veggies and then just use some of them and then have some of the roasted veggies left over to make some other things that I think I've talked about that in my roasted veggie video that I don't know if you've seen, but you might want to watch it. Looking so yummy. And see, I like to get them a little roasty, kind of a little browned a little bit, but it smells so good with all that garlic and ginger in there. My veggies in there. And then I just keep tossing it. The zucchini, I usually add toward the end because it's a much softer vegetable. So after everything's softened up a little bit, I put this in like one of the last ones before I start adding herbs and spices. And I'm putting in a little bit of yellow bell that I have there too. You can add mushrooms. I didn't have any, but mushrooms, and there's no wrong vegetable to add to this. So just be creative and use what you have. Make sure veggies don't go bad. Make soup. So I'm getting my herbs and spices ready. I have some parsley. I'm going to use a lot more than this, but this is all I had till I go out and cut some more. This is in the garden. It's winter, so I don't have, usually I have some basil. I think I have some thyme out there. I'll put that in. But always turmeric or curry, either one. This is super good anti-inflammatory, which, you know, most of our diseases happen because we have inflammation in our system. So you'll always want to be eating foods that reduce inflammation. Chili powder, cardamom, fennel seed, gives a yummy flavor. Oregano. just put in whatever you want. Here's basil. And then the bouillon that I use, I get this at Costco and at the grocery store. It's an organic, better than bouillon, seasoned vegetable base that is really good. So I put a couple scoops in there after I've added my water. And as you can see, it's getting really full. I probably almost could have used a bigger pan. I'm going to put in a big scoop of my beans so that it has some texture of beans and just delicious flavor. And you can also add rice, brown rice, that kind of thing. We don't usually add grains to ours. Quinoa, you can add that, but that's personal preference. It's completely up to you. So that's another thing to consider putting in your veggie soup. Because you want to make it nice and hearty, and you want to make it so that you really love it. Now that I've added my spices, I'm just going to go ahead and put water in here. And cover it with water. And then I can, once the water gets hot, I can add a couple of tablespoons of my bouillon. And then just, you want to mix all that up in there. Just mix it all up together. Guess what? Looks like veggie soup. Remember that all of your herbs and spices also are loaded with nutrients and antioxidants and all that kind of thing. So get as crazy as you want to with that kind of things. It's really delicious.